Yo, what's going on, boys? Want to make this video real quick before the sun goes down and I head over to the gym. But I want to talk about this idea of reacting to life versus leading your life. Okay, as men, and if you're leading a family, we need to be leading that family. And how can we do that if we're reacting all the time? Oh, I'm reacting to this traffic jam. I'm reacting to the news. I'm reacting to my job that I lost, okay? Or the job that is amazing. And I'm trying to chase that next promotion, and it seems to be meaningless because I'm lacking in other areas now. I'm neglecting my health because I'm working too much. All right, I'm literally eating fast food instead of cooking stuff and preparing ahead of time because I have no time. Okay, and I'm literally in this rat race that we call life. And as we get older, everything starts to get a little bit quicker. And so I want you guys to take this video as a wake-up call to say, you know what, I'm done with that. And you know what, the things that I've been procrastinating on, the stuff that I know I need to be doing, I'm going to start doing. I'm going to take one action step today. That is all you need, guys. I think a lot of times we store up all these thoughts in our heads, and it's very cloudy up there where we're like, I want to go to the gym, but I don't know how. I have these personal things I'm trying to do. I have these little side projects, and we've never written anything down on actual pen and paper, and so we can't ever see where to put it all, Like, for example, when I had cats, well, we knew we needed to get rid of them, but we also loved them so much, so our emotions were controlling what we were doing. And that's a very vulnerable state as a man, to just have your emotions control you wherever it is, whatever it is you feel like, or wherever it's going. And so what do? We wrote things down. We wrote down a pro and con list as to why we need to have them or why we don't. And there were 2 pros for 20 cons. And so right then and there, I knew, regardless of what emotion I felt, they had to go. And once I made that decision, boom, my life started changing drastically for the better. Okay, I started sleeping more. We started saving more money. Started breathing better. There was so many pros to it, but it was just that moment of indecision of I'm paralyzed because I don't know what the right move is. And I find that sometimes as men we feel stuck and trapped where we don't know where we need to go. We're like, well, I want to make this career move change, or I want to take that promotion, but I know I'm going to actually have to work more, and that means less time for my family, less time for my health. Should I take it or not? Is the money really worth it? And so I urge you guys to take basically writing things down and you know what, this is worth it or this isn't worth it, and weigh those pros and cons, and to move forward with those decisions, to pray about it. Don't just be I'm going to do this, because guys, when I was doing the C-130 Air Force interview stuff, I literally praying about it, because it is way too scary to go at this life alone. All right, if you start making decisions that God didn't want you to be in, it can cost you, right? It can cost you time, and that is something we don't have. Because as we get older, time is starting to tick away, and we just really don't have it. So, yeah, that's just something that was on my mind here, guys, today was what is something you can do? Just one action item. For me, for example, it's okay, well, I'm trying to push the needle forward on stuff. I want to make more videos. And, by making this video right now, I always feel better when I make them, right after I make them, because it's kind of like cardio for your lungs or your heart or something. It's like opening everything up. And sure, it's a little bit of procrastination, it's a little bit of comparison, oh, all these other influencer people are doing this, so if I'm not like them, then I'm not great. And so that's not the point. The point is I need to share my own story and my own thoughts and opinions on things. And I know, someone may hear that out there, and it's just about helping that one person. So, and just being relatable. I've always been a very deep person, very relatable. People have always told me that, hey, I felt like I've known you for years, and I love that, because I feel like I'm very socially aware. I was always interested in psychology, even in school. Didn't do anything with it, but I wanted to join the psychology club and just to learn, why do people do what they do? What have they been through? And I always find that a lot of us guys, we've been through similar situations, even if it's not the same thing. We're all different people. There's not another one of me running around out there. If there is, that's kind of creepy, right? It's like the Matrix, I guess. But whatever it is, whoever it is, we're trying to become the better version that we were yesterday. And so in order to do that, we've got to continually write things down, put things on paper, and to push the needle forward. So for me, like I was saying, is making more videos, more content. And instead of thinking, oh, well, this has to be so perfect, I just start making the video. I have almost 12,000 followers on my other Instagram for the Knight Industries 2020 car. We did a lot of the stunt driving videos over here. But it's like I would post silly videos, and they did pretty well. And all it was me just making the decision to post it. Because so what, it's not perfect. So what, it's not, Universal Studios quality. It doesn't matter. And I think that's one of the biggest things I've learned is that just post the videos. Just talk to you guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I stutter over my words all the time. If Elon Musk can stutter over his words and get away with it, I know I can. And that's always kind of the joke I've always had is like, hey, if these guys aren't that great, then I'm not going to be perfect either, and it's okay. And even making these videos here now and talking is helping me with any like the weird stuttering problem, or sometimes my brain works faster than my mouth and I don't know what I'm going to say. And it's honestly helping out with my public speaking as well. And so it's honestly an overall great thing that I've been doing with it. But what is something you can do? Maybe it's going to the gym. Maybe it's eating a little bit healthier, or tracking your food, actually tracking it, because a lot of us are lazy. Or we'll get into the good habit and then we'll quit. Okay? Maybe we'll do it for a few weeks, a few months, and then that was it. Guys, unfortunately, fitness is a lifestyle. It's not something that's just 5 weeks and we're done. If you're really serious about your health, being there for your kids one day, being there for your friends, family, and having the respect for yourself. Okay? If you're overweight, people are probably not going to take you as seriously as somebody who isn't, because it shows your discipline. It shows your respect for yourself, what you value, and who you are. Indirectly. And people always say, oh, don't judge people. Cool. I honestly try not to. And I want to know what everybody's story is, really. But the idea is other people aren't going to think the same as that. So you got to determine how you want to come across. Okay, you're an ambassador for the Lord anyway. So when you want to be your best, when you want to look your best for Him, it's like you going as a representative of your company to go to a conference or something, and you're going to go in homeless clothes, smelling bad, beard down here all gross and everything, and just not totally unkept. Is that how you're going to present your company as an ambassador for them? Maybe it's not your company, but an ambassador for the company you work for, right? So think of it like that. We're an ambassador for God, and when we don't look good, we're making Him look bad. And so that's kind of how I've always kind of viewed it, where it's like, okay, I need to be my best so that I'm presenting it in the best possible light for His glory, right? So anyway, boys, that's all I have for this little video here. Glad to be back, glad to be here, and I'm about to go to Washington. Yeah, Washington. I was in New Jersey, Houston, Austin, like all over the place. So I'm busy, and that's the thing, is I always thought I had to create videos, whereas I could just actually just document while I'm out there and going around. So the hardest part is not making the video, it's all the editing that comes behind it, and the video titles and everything else, thumbnails. But hey man, I've loved it. I've been doing YouTube since like 2017, 2018, something way in there. But I stopped because it wasn't really the passion types of videos I was doing. But this is way better, way more fun. And sure, I may not have the best life experience that like everybody else would have, or somebody else would have more. Cool. There's always somebody better than you, bro. And I think that's so huge. Sure, there's always somebody better, but there's never another you. So keep that one in mind. Because there's not another you, you're your own unique self. And I think that's so amazing. And thank God for that one too. Because you're the only one with your own story, and you're the only one that can push it to that next level. Once you've decided that you're ready to move on to the next level, then there will be support systems in place. Okay, if you're married, if you have kids, and if they don't want to support you, then maybe try to get them to support you, and there's ways to do that. But, it's almost like you could tell her, hey, you don't want to support me? I would want to support you, and having that team building system, because sometimes it's tough. It's tough to make changes when our mindsets are in place. What is that, old habits die hard or something? We've got to change those habits. And it doesn't mean like just emptying the habit out. Maybe change it up with something else. All right? Instead of reaching for the Doritos, maybe reach for the popcorn or the pretzels or something, you know, something with less fat, less calories. And it's not saying that, oh, I can't ever have Doritos. It's just saying, you know what, I'm going to start training my brain to think a little bit different so that I can set myself up for the future and be a very disciplined leader who's accountable for my own actions, so that therefore I can train my own son, my own daughter, and to lead my family in a way that's honorable and dominant in the way of just becoming the best version of yourself, dominating your reality. So, with that, in a world full of fakeness and deception, keep dominating your reality, becoming that man that you know you are, just reclaiming him and restoring all that you need to be. Because I know that we all have struggles, we all have issues, but it's one day at a time, one problem at a time, and keep pushing that needle forward. Just think of one thing you can do each day, and if you can't think of anything, ask ChatGPT. He'll help you out as well. Or talk to me. Okay, go over to the Instagram, check it out. Links in the about me on here, and send me a message there. I'll be happy to help you out too. So, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.